Module 2. Who are you? In search of a constant.
Marc Benioff had called upon the top American corporations to be responsible in improving society by serving ethically, morally, and fairly. In fact, it was done about a year back, August 2019. More time had passed by, the time machine got compressed due to inactivity. What we don't realize is what Keynes said about nearly a century back when he wrote in General Theory on animal spirits. Even after the instability due to speculation, there is instability due to characteristic of human nature. The characteristic of human nature is very important to identify. In the previous talk, module 1, I mentioned about 158 process blocks are never measured. They all belong to the characteristics of human nature. They are. So, which was not possible, and we had not measured, or we are not measuring at the moment. On moral or hedonistic or economic, Keynes says, that is with relevant to moral or hedonistic. The human nature is never being attempted to measure. Where economic we do, and Keynes says again the same thing. The quantitative benefits are multiplied by quantitative probabilities, or the one that we normally get accustomed to. We keep on doing it, which he says not correct, because the spontaneous urge to action rather than inaction, not these quantitative benefits multiplied by quantitative probabilities. In green strategy plan, you will come to know where this particular area we stress upon as on today, before it becomes the last but one stage. There are 6 stages, which we will discuss later. We are so much concerned about the quantitative elements, whereas moral or hedonistic, as we can say also, rather than inaction. But the fact is that it is the inaction in 1936 and the inaction in 2019 as to the ethically, morally, and fairly being good to the society. It never happens. It has not happened. It has not happened since the Sermon on the Mount. But in between, it was in 1724 when there was the birth year of Immanuel Kant, who raised the question whether a science of metaphysics with a logical structure like that of the mathematical and natural sciences is possible. Module 2 is that challenge for you, to get that a science of metaphysics properly with a logical structure being established. Be my guest.
What you will learn. 1. The pulsating energy of an individual with amazing capabilities as a pivotal energy force with a fixed value in a specified mathematical context enables the accomplishment of an infinite succession of finite purposes by controlling each goal. 2. Ethics. which is subtler than the subtle. How is it identified from the level of the known external feature, tangible, visible, and extends to the level of the unknown? 3. How to align corporate with the laws of universe. Skills you will gain. 1. Understanding human brain's immense capability. 2. Understanding that knowledge is the goal of ethics and that knowledge base now is empty. 3. Pins to planes, Windows to Android, we have operating systems. How to bring about one for individuals. 4. Understanding the concept of three laws, matter, energy and antimatter. Its application to corporate management with a common denominator, intangible. Pinpointing the areas where matter is energy waiting to happen, thereby identifying NPAs. Facilitating the preparation of an index of inactivity by each individual and the process block. About this specialization. The science of metaphysics is an interesting subject for corporate managers. Immanuel Kant raised the question of whether a science of metaphysics with a logical structure, like that of the well-established mathematical and natural sciences, was possible. Establish firmly the three laws of nature, matter, energy and intangible, instead of being the only candidate in the universe not adhering to nature's laws. Become a part of it, to simplify corporate management operating system, with everlasting benchmarks and metrics, to measure corporate performance. Change the denominator. Course assessment. The course comprises of 9 modules and Who Are You is the second in line. This module 2 is the building up of a platform for management practice as a science. Module 1 would be for cream audit of due diligence on the 5 perspectives: corporate governance, risk management, earnings, accounting quality and management quality. Whereas this module 2 would be the gap analysis of fault lines arising out of the due diligence report. Module 1 has a number of case studies to that effect by cream components, with a common denominator: 2 issue areas, matter and energy as the only 2 pillars for a company, with intangible as the constant. Participants shall prepare a statement for a 5-year strategy plan. That shall be the basis of course assessment of Module 2. After completion of this Module 2, you will be able to 1. Know thyself, in pursuit of self-knowledge. 2. Realize, as the entire universe of galaxies and cosmos is self-governed, and so would be the corporate. Time required for this module: 2 hours. Please see description for details of presentations and availability of book for sale. Based on the book, different concepts you can look for. 1. The new global brand name, Corporate Citizen. 2. Blueprint for $1 trillion Indian agriculture economy. 3. Project Elite for knowledge transfer. 4. WEF report, Measuring Stakeholder Capitalism, a step towards corporate civilization. 5. GSDP $1.5 trillion 2024, a template for GDP GNH combo. 6. Cream Academy, an introduction. 7. Module 1, Causality, and now 8. Module 2, Who Are You?